Hello everyone, my name is Muhammad Istihad bin Nurul Azmi and my metric number is J25A1534. And today our team would like to discuss about our assignment, which is the title is Sustainable Use of Forest Resources, Finding the Balance Between Development and Conservation. Forests are one of the most valuable natural treasures on Earth because they play a vital role in sustaining life and maintaining environmental balance. Often known as the lungs of the planet, forests absorb carbon dioxide and release oxygen, helping to regulate the global climate, reduce the effects of climate change, and improve air quality. They also act as natural water catchment areas by preventing floods, reducing soil erosion, and supplying clean water for humans and wildlife. In addition, forests are rich and complex ecosystems that support millions of plant and animal species. They provide habitats, food sources, and breeding grounds for biodiversity. Forest resources also contribute to human well-being by supplying timber, raw materials, medicinal plants, and non-timber forest products. For many indigenous and rural communities, forests are not only a source of income but also an important part of their culture and way of life. However, forests are increasingly threatened by rapid development. Population growth, agricultural expansion, and urbanization have led to large-scale deforestation and environmental degradation. While development supports economic growth, it often comes at the cost of biodiversity loss and ecosystem damage. Therefore, finding a balance between development and conservation is no longer an option but a necessity. This presentation will discuss the importance of forest resources, the cost of unsustainable forest use, and strategies to ensure sustainable management for the benefit of present and future generations.
From our research, we discovered that Malaysia's forests continue to face significant pressure from logging activities, large-scale agricultural expansion, particularly of palm plantation, and rapid urban development, all of which threaten biodiversity and the livelihoods of indigenous communities. Despite this challenge, the implementation of sustainable forest management practice, along with certification schemes such as the Malaysia Timber Certification Scheme, have played an important role in reducing deforestation rates and promoting conservation. In addition, community-based initiatives in regions like Sabah and Sarawak demonstrate that empower local people through ecotourism, reforestation, and sustainable harvesting programs is a powerful way to ensure forests are managed responsibly. Nevertheless, persistent issues remain, including uneven enforcement of policies across different states, limited resources of monitoring, and the growing impacts of climate change such as floods and forest fires. Overall, our key finding is that Malaysia is making steady progress towards balancing development and conservation, but stronger collaboration between government, industry, and communities, combined with consistent long-term commitment, is still required to safeguard forest ecosystem for future. A consistent long-term commitment is still required to safeguard forest ecosystem for future generation. That's all from me. Thanks.
Next, I will talk about case study, models of success and failure. For example, Costa Rica is often cited as a model of success in forest restoration, where they managed to increase forest cover from 21% in 1980s to over 50% today through government incentive and ecotourism. In contrast, in the Amazon basin, failure to control the cattle ranching and large-scale agriculture has led to the loss of vast area of forest, leading to the deterioration and regional equality. This case study demonstrates that strong political commitment and community engagement are key to determining the success or failure of forest sustainability initiative.
To ensure the continued sustainability of forests, it is recommended that the use of modern technologies such as drones and remote sensing be enhanced for real-time monitoring. Environmental education should be incorporated into the education curriculum as early as primary school level to foster civic awareness. In addition, the timber industry should be required to obtain international certification such as FSC, Forest Stewardship Council, to ensure that their products come from responsibly managed source. Finally, empowering local communities through community forestry programs will give them the power and responsibility to care for forests as a sustainable source of livelihood. Now, let's look at the solutions. How can we actually balance development and conservation? We have identified 4 key strategies. The first solution is selective logging. Instead of clear-cutting the whole forest, we only harvest mature trees. This allows younger trees to grow and keep the forest ecosystem intact while still providing timber for the economy. Next is reforestation. For every tree cut down, new ones must be planted. This is crucial to restore degraded lands and ensure that our future generations still have forest resource. Thirdly, we propose ecotourism. This is a great way to generate income without destroying nature. By turning forests into tourism site for hiking or camping, local communities can earn money while preserving the environment. Lastly, we have agroforestry. This involves planting crops alongside trees. It allows farmers to use the land for agriculture without clearing the entire forest, creating a win-win situation for food security and nature. This solution proves that economic development does not always mean destroying the forest.
In conclusion, forests are one of the most valuable natural resources on Earth because they play a vital role in sustaining life and maintaining environmental balance. Forests help regulate the climate by absorbing carbon dioxide, releasing oxygen, protecting biodiversity, and providing essential resources such as clean water, timber, medical plants, and livelihoods for many communities. However, rapid development driven by population growth, agriculture, and industrial activities has placed forest ecosystems under serious threat, leading to deforestation, environmental degradation, and biodiversity loss. This situation highlights the growing conflict between economic development and environmental conservation. Although development is important for improving living standards, but prioritizing short-term profits over environmental protection is unsustainable. Poor management and excessive exploitation weaken natural system, increase climate instability, and threaten the ability of future generations to meet their needs. Therefore, development and conservation should be viewed as interconnected, not opposing goals. Ultimately, achieving a sustainable balance between development and conservation is no longer an option but a necessity. Through sustainable forest management, strong governments, and active environment from governments, industries, NGOs, and local communities, forests can be protected for long-term benefits. By adopting a responsible and balanced approach, forests can continue to support both human development and healthy ecosystem for future generations.